Wow. Okay. So we talked a little bit about one of the ways to build up your burst meter was to do the auto combo. Now, coming from an outsider's perspective, I've seen a lot of people complain about the auto combo because they think, oh, you can just mash A into super. Now let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, what's the idea behind just being able to do like A into super?
Well, you gotta remember that this game is, based on an RPG, and we wanted, people who don't play fighting games like normally to be able to enjoy playing this game, decently. People who can't even do like a fireball or whatever, you're pretty much, stuck with like normal attacks. But at least, in this game, you sort of kind of look cool by, doing all these cool combos.
You look like you know what you're doing.
Right?
Right.
So that's one, and probably the biggest aspect. But if you look into the technicality of it, you can pretty much break down the auto combo into different sections. Now, when I did that combo right there, I started out with a series of normal attacks, and then I did a slide, and then canceled into a super. The normal attacks have like different properties for each hit it does. Of course, the first hit, the first A hit is pretty much the same thing as like regular A hit. You can like chain into like a B attack or a C attack or whatever. Now the second hit, a lot of times you can still do things like chain like that or jump cancel or whatnot. Now the third hit, now this is a special one. Once you go this far, you won't be able to do anything besides cancel into a move. You can't jump cancel, you can't do like additional chain or whatnot. Yeah. But on that third hit, it gives you an extra bonus, as I said earlier, on the burst gauge, as well as on the SP gauge, as opposed to doing a regular combo on your own. And it's a pretty substantial amount of bonus that you get out of this third hit of auto combo.
Okay, let's turn off burst and the SP. That way we can see how much.
Okay.
That's really cool that you can set the SP gauge to like the actual number that you want it at, so you can see exactly how much each move gets you. That's really cool.
Now let's see here. Let me use the burst real quick. Okay, so let me reset. So I have about a little bit less than half full of burst and 0 on the SP. Now if I do a regular chain, it increases that much. Well, burst really didn't go up that much, and you got like 7 points right there on the SP. Now, if I do the third hit of auto combo, what happens is a pretty significant jump, isn't it?
So you got almost a little bit more than 3/4 of you got 19 instead of what was it, 7?
Yeah.
So you got more. You got like 2.5 times for doing AAA. Wait, it was AAA. Where's mine?
Yeah, for Mitsuru it's a little bit special, because she can actually keep hitting the A to increase the number of that third hit. But similar idea.
Okay, so she has to do 4. Because I saw the jump at the 4. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So you get like almost like a quarter of your burst back.
And
maybe
that's
pretty significant because the burst will take without doing that. I mean, it
just like slowly creeps up.
Yeah, I mean, you could go an entire round almost and barely have your burst almost back. Like if you burst it at the very beginning, it would take you almost until the next round, right? Huh. Okay, so even though some would say that, oh yeah, like it's so cheap to just be like AAA super, there's actually like, even if you don't want to do AAA super and burn your meter, you can just do AAA or AAAA and then get like a significant amount of SP as well as a significant amount of your burst.
Now, the drawback of doing the auto combo is the fact that you simply don't do that much damage as compared to like other combos that you can do on your own. But again, it's a trade-off. If you want to build up your meter fast, maybe just concentrate on doing the auto combos towards the beginning of the round. So here's a typical auto combo, which is 1560 or 1590. And if you do simply BC into the slide, 1625.
1625. I see. Okay, so there's definitely a trade-off. Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other things that you can do with your SP gauge.
Okay. Oh, I should probably talk about the awakening state too.
Yes, yes, because you can set it all the way up to 150, but by default it's 100. Yeah. So what is awakening?
When you play the game, of course, as you attack, defend, hit, get hit, either side or both sides most likely will start losing life. And for all characters, as soon as you reach a certain point in your life gauge, you go into what's called an awakened state, where you take less damage than normal, and you get 50 more SP onto your SP gauge. So right now the max is 100, but in the awakened state you actually go up to 150. Each big special move costs 50 SP. So in the awakened state, you can pretty much like do up to like 3 of them.
Nice. Is each character's awakened state different?
I wish I can answer you on that one, but I think the majority of them is about like 30% or whatnot. A little bit more. Okay, let's see.
Oh, there it is. So you see like the portrait back, and so now I am awakened, and now I got the instant free 50 SP. And now, do I do more damage or do I just take less damage?
Just less damage, but it's significantly less damage. Here, let's do like 1 auto combo on you. So that does 992.
Okay, whereas before it did 1590, right? Huh.
So it cuts down the damage by quite some.
So, should you? Is there stuff that you can do with 150 SP that you can't do with 100?
Not really, although there is one additional special move that each character will be able to do once they're in the awakened state.
Oh, right. Yes, I think for me it's this one, right?
Yeah, and if you just keep hitting the button, you shoot.
Very cool. So even the supers will only take 2 bars, which means that your supers and your counters and your one more cancels all take 2 bars. So if you have 150 after you become awakened, then you could do some pretty crazy stuff with like multiple one more cancels in one combo and ending it with a super.
Or have like multiple supers, if your character allows.
Gotcha.
There's also moves that you can power up by hitting 2 buttons instead of just 1 when you finish off your command input. For example, let's see. For Mitsuru, she has a kind of sonic boom type like motion attack. If you press A and B buttons together, see how she turns blue? That uses up 1 block, 25 SP, to power that move up. And by doing so, it gives like additional properties like faster execution or
maybe like super armor or something.
Yeah, invincibility or things like that, or like just higher damage, whatnot.
Gotcha. What else can you do with your meter?
Let's see. If you're blocking, if you while in the block state, you press A and B buttons together, you'll do a guard reversal, and it doesn't do that much damage, but you'll at least push the opponent away from you.
So it's kind of like an alpha counter.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can hit your persona.
The moves out, and as long as my persona is like out, when I'm doing like whatever attack, yeah, you'll count for like both of them. I mean, it does use up 50 SP, which is a lot. In some situations, you just might do that. Let's say if the opponent's persona is like down to like one card left or something.
Right. Like it could be late in the game. They have one card left, and you still have burst. Maybe they get you in a combo, and then you burst, but then they still come back at you, and you only have this much left, but you do have your your extra 50 because you're awakened, and then they come at you, and then you do the counter, and then you break the persona, and you're still alive. So you can still be like really hard to kill, even when you have like this much life.
That's true. And having no persona at your disposal is a huge disadvantage.
Especially late in the game.
So you need to be very careful about that. Or of course on the attacking end, you want to look for those opportunities, to try to get the opponent's persona down.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I think that's all that there is for the meter.
I believe so, yeah.
And I think we covered all of the most of the normals and the command normals and movement and everything. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for this educational tutorial. I really appreciate it. There was definitely some stuff that I've been playing for a little while, and I didn't know the one more cancel, the difference between the burst on offense and defense. I hadn't been using that, but now I know. So do you have Twitter or anything, maybe where people can like hit you up and be like, hey, what do I do about this? Or do we not want to put that up?
We have the Atlus USA Twitter, Facebook accounts and whatnot, as well as our web forums. If you go to our website.
Okay.
So if you have questions about the game and whatnot, you can I guess post, and our reps will try to answer to their best of their quality. Cool.
Well, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more Persona. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks.